Howdy drummers, Garey Williams here today, and I'm going to demonstrate for you a couple of different kinds of double stroke rolls. So pretend you're walking near a beach and one leg is up on the cement parking lot or blacktop and the other one's in the sand. You know what that feels like. One makes very good traction, could actually move a lot faster, the hard stuff, and then of course the sand you're pushing and it's sluggish. So what we're going to do here in this little demonstration is I'm going to play a double stroke roll with the right hand on the pad and the left hand on my leg, as though that's, no rebound here, right? We're here, of course, quite a lot. So I'll be using two different techniques. Same thing it would be feeling like if you walked on cement and sand. It'd be two different footings. So I'm just going to play it for you and then I'm going to break it down. So here's the double stroke roll, slow, fast, slow. Okay, so now we'll reverse that. Of course, if I'm playing on one surface, then I can take advantage of rebound all the way up the tempo scale. And when I get faster, I can actually go faster if I pump my arms. And there I'm focused on a front hand fulcrum with mid-finger assistant. But when I start out, I'm in mid-hand grip. You can hear this sound versus this sound. Really does shape the sound. But I want that trigger finger control with the assistance of the middle finger to get the really fast vice grip type of grip, and then the arm pumping just gives you that rhythm, but you got your fingers and your grip such to where you're going to get the right speed of double. So of course when I'm going with this technique, if you're observant, and I'll turn a little bit sideways, take a look at my right hand and look at the fingers. Now the way I developed this is that in the original 26 standard American drum rudiments, they always showed the double stroke roll with the second note with an accent. So da da ma ma, da da ma ma. They would sometimes call it the da da ma ma roll. So if you play the second note louder, you'll notice that my fingers are kind of helping snap. We want height to assist in dynamics, and clearly we're pulling away. You could use a whip stroke technique like this, but at a certain point, it needs to go down to smaller movements and your fingers. So that's what I'm doing. So I started out doing this and then gradually sped it up with the goal of eventually turning both notes into the same volume. So when I'm getting faster, I'm literally, so push-pull technique, finger snap, you can see that movement. That kind of movement. You can actually do it on the surface if you do it right. It's a little weird to do without the rebound, but I'm actually extending and pulling and extending and pulling. There is no real rebound. There might be just a little poof of something, but for the most part, I'm doing this by pushing and pulling and pushing and pulling and pushing and pulling. If I use a little arm and wrist to assist and do this kind of movement, like if I was doing a, but this is that kind of thing. So if you practice a double stroke roll, trying to make the second note louder, and you gradually work on that, you will eventually develop this type of technique so that when you get faster, you can make them even out and then play quickly on a non-rebounding surface. There we go. So it's kind of interesting to do that. Like you could practice a double stroke roll with your right hand on the floor tom and your left hand on the snare, and perhaps move your floor tom over to the left. That's always cool. And reverse that, right hand on the snare, left hand on the floor tom. But this is something that I usually do before clinics when there's no time I'll sit in the back and just play some doubles. Sometimes I'll do right, right, left, right, right, left, right, right to work the other hand twice as much, but mostly it'd be left, left. That's harder. And then going back to the doubles, then just trying to get them to where you can really purr with them. So when I'm moving around the kit, that's the technique, because the different surfaces with the different rebounding tensions, you know, cement, grass, sand, so to speak, it's just weird. So you have to have a technique that allows you to play on no matter what the response is, what the angle is, and be able to manipulate the sticks to go that quickly. So I hope you like that. That might be helpful. So give me a shout out, comments, like the channel, give me a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and let me know if there's other rudiments that you'd like for me to break down. Be happy to do that. So thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next pad and leg video.